Regular clergy, or just regulars, is applied in the Roman Catholic Church to clerics who follow a rule in their life, those who are members of religious institutes. Formerly, it meant those who were members of Catholic religious orders, institutes in which at least of the members made solemn profession. It contrasts with secular clergy. Terminology and history. The observance of the rule of Saint Benedict procured for Benedictine monks at an early period the name of irregulars. The Council of Verneuil so refers to them in its 3rd canon, and in its 11th canon speaks of the ordo regularis, as opposed to the ordo canonicus, formed by the canons who lived under the bishop according to the canonical regulations. There was question also of a regula canonicorum, or regula canonica, especially after the extension of the rule which Chrodegang, Bishop of Metz, had drawn up from the sacred canons, and when the canons were divided into 2 classes in the 11th century. It was natural to call those who added religious poverty to their common life regulars, and those who gave up the common life, seculars. Before this we find mention of seculares canonici in the Chronicle of St. Bettine. In fact, as the monks were said to leave the world, sometimes those persons who were neither clerics nor monks were called seculars, as at times were clerics not bound by the rule. Sometimes also the name regulars was applied to the canons regula to distinguish them from monks. Thus the collection of Gratian speaks of canons regula, who make canonical profession, and live in a regular canonicate, in opposition to monks who wear the monastic habit, and live in a monastery. But the decretals of Gregory IX, promulgated the 5th of September 1234, use the word regularize, in a more general sense, in Book 3, ch. XXXI, which is entitled De Regularibus a Transientibus ad Religionem. However, in ch. XXXV, De Statu Monacorum a Canonicorum Regularium, the distinction returns, disappearing in the corresponding book and chapter of the Decretals of Boniface VIII, which is entitled merely De Statu Regularium, and reappearing in the collection of Clementines but with the conjunction vel, which indicates the resemblance between them. From that time, while the word religious is more generally used, the word regular was reserved for members of religious orders with solemn vows. Those who have taken simple vows in the Society of Jesus were also regulars in the proper sense according to the Constitution Ascendente of Pope Gregory XIII. Before the publication of the Code of Canon Law of 1917, writers were not agreed on the question whether the religious of other orders can properly be called regulars before solemn profession. But it was agreed that novices of religious orders were regulars only in the wider meaning of the word. In the 1917 Code of Canon Law, the word regulars was officially defined as those who have made their vows in a religion. The technical juridical term regular does not appear, as such, in the current 1983 Code of Canon Law, which does, however, use the phrase canons regula.